The Su-35S is a highly updated 4+ generation super agile multi-purpose fighter jet developed on the basis of 5th generation technologies. The Sukhoi 35S is distinguished by its new avionics suite based on the information control system, new radar, higher capacity plasma ignition engines and thrust vectoring. These engines meet the requirements for the engine of the 5th generation fighters as they allow you to develop supersonic speed without using a downstream burner. These aircrafts are as of now generally being used by the Russian Defense Forces and the Chinese People's Liberation Army. We have got an update that Egypt also has tried to approach towards the Russian Defense Forces to acquire these aircrafts. To get in more detail, let us begin with today's defense updates of 28th of May 2020. Before beginning, I would like to tell you that ssbcrack exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. It is one-stop solution for you if you are preparing for NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Indian Air Force, Airman Group X and Group Y. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Telegram and directly visit us through our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com, and you can even directly download our app from Google Play Store where you can have each and every defense related information, examination related content in your hands. Beginning with the question of the day that I have posted on 19th of May 2020, that is yesterday, and the question was: the BrahMos, world's fastest anti-ship cruise missile, has its engine developed by which organization? And it is developed by the Ordnance Factory Board. So let us go through what is the features of this particular missile. This missile has various types. It is a cruise missile and its variants can be, it can be launched from air, it can be air launched, it can be land anti-ship one, a land attack or a surface to surface missile. Its manufacturer is BrahMos Aerospace Limited, Defense Research and Development Organization. Both of these, the BrahMos Aerospace Limited is a joint venture between India and Russia. DRDO is purely of India and the Russian organization is NPO Machino-Stroyenia. Its unit cost is $2.75 million and the engine has two stages. First stage includes a solid rocket booster and the second stage includes a liquid ramjet. Okay. Next is about the operational range. On the surface or sea platform, its range is around 500 kilometers and this is being upgraded to 600 kilometers. The air platform is 400 kilometers. Flight ceiling is 15 kilometers and flight altitude at sea skimming is as low as 3 to 4 meters. The maximum speed is Mach 3, which means 3700 kilometers per hour. Its guidance system can be of many types. It can be a mid-course inertial navigation system. On terminal stage, it would be an active radar homing and it uses the GPS, GLONASS or the Gagan satellite guidance. Beginning with the first and foremost important update that I have discussed through the introductory video is about the Russia reportedly begins the Su-35 production for Egypt. The Gagarin aircraft plant, the Russian has launched the production of its advanced Su-35 fighter jets under a contract with Egypt. The deadline for the delivery of the first batch to the Egyptian side has not yet been established due to the restrictions imposed by the new coronavirus outbreak. Next is about the Lockheed Martin has been awarded $485 million for awarding an advanced targeting pods for the US and its allies. So it is a very important contract and this contract is an essentially very strategic one for us to consider. The reason is because the US Department of Defense has said that on Monday on the Lockheed Martin Corporation will have this massive contract. This contract will be used by the various countries which include Bahrain, Belgium, Bulgaria, Canada, Egypt, Greece, Indonesia, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Republic of Korea, Kuwait, Morocco, Netherlands and many more. To get in more detail about what all countries are these particular systems being used, you can please go through our blog wherein which I have produced each and every detail in particular. This contract covers the sniper, infrared search and track missiles and the low altitude navigation, the targeting infrared for night, the land terrain, the navigation pod. All of these have been the advanced targeting pods which are being used by the US and the allies, and this project has been received by the Lockheed Martin. We have been seeing that Lockheed Martin is getting received a lot more number of new defense contracts all of this year. In the last 1 month, it received around 14 to 15 very important crucial strategic contracts. Next important update is that the Belarus develops an unmanned air defense system. Please remember, this is an unmanned air defense system. It is not unmanned aerial system. That means this is a system which is on ground. It will defend the forces on ground which is coming from the air. The BSVT New Technologies LLC has made this particular air defense system and they have named it as Berserk. According to the company, the new one is designed for the precision shooting with the GSHG 7.62 twin machine guns from a hall to the enemy personnel and drones, helicopters and the low flying aircraft. So this is a very strategic one, and to get in more detail about this particular system is that this consists of self-propelled tracking unmanned combat vehicle and an AWS operator that will enable the remote control and combat operation of the robotic combat vehicle via a wireless communication link at a distance of up to 5,000 meters. Okay. Next important update is that the Japan unveils a next generation assault rifle. The Japan's Ministry of Defense publicly unveiled the newest HOWA Type 20 assault rifle. This is designed to replace the 5.56 45mm Type 89 that was adopted 30 years ago. And this is a very new rifle, and for the first time in over 30 years, the Japan's ground self-defense forces members will get these new assault weapons, and these were displayed to the media on May 18th at the Defense Ministry in Tokyo's Shinjuku ward. Next important update is that over 300 terrorists are there with their launch pads across the line of control. 240 have been active in the hinterland. There are already around 4 incidents of infiltration in Kashmir Valley, and 2 to 3 such attempts have been made in Rajouri, Poonch sector. This has been said by the JNK's Director General of Police Dilbagh Singh. Is here, and he has said it on Thursday. Expressing the concern over it, the DGP said that the Pakistan's ISI, the army and other agencies are very active and are trained terrorists and are ready with their launch pads. So Indian army and the police is getting ready to get the defense systems properly on board. Next important update is that the Chinese troops resort to aggressive posturing in the Ladakh, North Sikkim. Both the Indian and Chinese armies have brought in more troops in sensitive locations like Demchok, Daulat Beg Uldi and areas around Galwan River as well as the Pangong So Lake in Ladakh. These issues have also been addressed by the Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Naramane also. The area around Galwan has been a point of friction between the two sides for over 6 decades, including the situations of 1962. And that is it for the today's important defense updates. Now we'll have a very quick review. First and foremost question is that Russia reportedly begins which aircraft production for Egypt? It begins the production of the Su-35 aircraft. Japan unveils next generation assault rifle, and what is that rifle? It is HOWA Type 20 assault rifle. It is going to replace the Type 89 rifles which are there with the Japan since 30 years past. Next question is the Director General of Police of Jammu and Kashmir is Dilbagh Singh. He is the Director General of Police of Jammu and Kashmir. For your additional information, Hitesh Chandra Avasthi is the Director General of Police of Lucknow. M. Mahinder Reddy is the Director General of Police of Hyderabad, and Shankar Rao is the Director General of Police at Sikkim areas. Now we'll have the question of the day, and the question of the day is what are the differences between Su-30 MKI and the Russian Su-35 aircrafts. So I want to know the differences between the Su-30 and the Su-35 aircrafts. What all are the advancements? What all are the new kinds of cases? What are the advantages that Su-30 MKI has when compared with Su-35, if there are any? All these things I will be discussing with you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Do post your answers in comment section below. Subscribe to this channel. Download our app from Google Play Store, and most importantly, stay home, stay safe, and Jai Hind.